Okay, this one is KNWA, NBC 5051, KNWA TV, Fox 24 of Fayetteville, Arkansas. We're going to give them a ring here and see how well they cover news stories. Let's give them a call. KNWA.
Fox 24.
Hi, my name is Daniel Rold. I'm calling about a protest that's going to be occurring today in Fayetteville at the Student Union at the University of Arkansas. I had sent out a bunch of emails last night. I'm not sure if you had got them, but it was about this protest today. The protest is about the genital mutilation of little children in our society.
Oh, yes. No, we did see that. Actually, I think we're trying to get that to cover that. What time does it start?
It's from 10 to 3 today.
10 to 3. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Perfect. And we're on campus?
Yes, it is on campus. It's at the Student Union. Do you?
Student Union. Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any personal questions about this, or do you have any questions I can answer? I have studied this extensively for about the last 5 years, and so like the anatomy. Basically, what the deal is that most Americans, and in fact literally the entire world, including the medical professionals, are completely ignorant of the basic anatomy and structure of the natural male genitals. And in our society, due to a cultural surgery that we started it was actually started as an anti-masturbatory campaign in the 1890s. This was started back when medicine believed that sin caused diseases. So back in those days, if they caught boys masturbating, they would circumcise them or genitally mutilate them because the pain would prevent them from masturbation. And removing the functional mobile sheath of the penis actually does dramatically affect how the child is able to masturbate. Of course, we know now that it doesn't affect the hormone system of the body, so a child will still have natural hormones and the desire is still going to be there. So removing parts of the tissue itself doesn't affect those hormones. But this is medicine we know today. But we're still doing it today to our children. Most men are unaware that this is literally 1/2 the surface area of their genitals. It is 1/2 the surface area from the middle of their genitals. This includes 75% of the nerve endings. Okay, the only doctors to ever do a histology study, which is a study of tissue, were doctors Taylor, Cold, and Lockwood. And what they did was when they actually took a microscope and they looked at the tissue, was they found an abundance of what's called Meissner corpuscles. Now, Meissner corpuscles are the most sensitive types of nerves in the body. They're found in the lips, in the tongue, in the fingertips, and in the bottoms of the feet. They are the sensitive parts of the body. They are these tactile corpuscles, or Meissner corpuscles, are found in abundance in what's called the ridged band. Okay, the ridged band is a line that goes around the tissue that when the foreskin everts and becomes exposed to the partner, that ridged band is exposed to the partner. So that ridged band is the most sensitive part. So literally, we are removing the G-spot from our children's genitals for a medical excuse that started based off of what we consider today as pseudoscience, but has morphed into whatever the popular need for the day is. It was, we once said it prevented penile cancer, which of course, if you cut off your pinky finger, you won't get pinky cancer. So if you cut off part of your penis, then you will have a reduction in cancer, the same way as you would have a reduction in pinky cancer. So they used to say it was cancer. They used to say it prevented HIV. The studies that they used to show that it prevented HIV were extremely flawed, were biased from the beginning, had researcher bias from the start, had many flaws that any scientist could pick apart. Like they should not have passed peer review scrutiny, but yet we're using them to mutilate, to send out people to Africa to mutilate African men, which is basically a racist policy. Because why aren't we going over to Europe and protecting those Europeans from HIV?
Yes, you don't have to sell me on all this.
Gotcha.
We're going to come shoot it, and I appreciate the explanation. I'm not the one that's going to write the story, so you really don't have to pitch all this to me.
Okay, sure.
If you could get somebody who can talk to our photographer when we go down to shoot it, that's the best person who's going to relay all the information.
Oh, they'll have all that. They'll be able to answer all that questions for you. I just figured you might have some personal questions, or yeah, absolutely. Thank you for listening, and I appreciate the answer. Thank you.
Oh, you bet. Yeah, have a good day.
All right, you too. Well, that one is uninterested in his own penis. Interesting. If someone came and told me the anatomy of one of my most favorite body parts, I might be a little bit more interested in that. But hey, they are covering it. And they are covering it because of the email I sent last night. So, hey, this is working. It's working. So this is the end result of our media outreach effort. This is a protest article on a protest, a Bloodstained Men protest. This was in Fayetteville. Okay, this was October 18th, 2019. Check out this amazing video.
And tonight, protesters in Fayetteville raise awareness about infant circumcision. We do want to warn you, the images you're about to see are graphic. Blood-stained men and their friends protested outside of the University of Arkansas this afternoon to raise awareness to what they call male genital mutilation. BSM's goal is to end the process of circumcision by spreading a message of inactivism, using more than just language and protests like blood-stained clothes, as you see in the video. The group calls it the Circumcision Crisis Project, a 17-day protest that tours 16 different college towns to target young adults before they have children. Harry Gearman, spokesman for BSM, said circumcision is harmful and unnecessary and calls it a violent infringement on human rights.
The more people become aware of the problem, the more they're able to resist the pressure. Sometimes parents are pressured by doctors to cut their boys, and the more they'll be able to resist that pressure when they have a son. And so we're reaching young people before they have kids so that when they do have kids, they'll be prepared.
According to the Mayo Clinic, the procedure is common here in the U.S., and health risks are rare. Reasons for circumcision range from religious to personal preference and cosmetic.
Cosmetic.
It's time to get your AC ready.
I think that's reasonable. Okay, we got the article right here. Protesters raising awareness about infant circumcision. Bloodstained men and their friends protest outside the University of Arkansas on Friday afternoon to raise awareness of what they call male genital mutilation. So, awesome work. Got it published, guys. This is why we do this. This is the whole point of doing this outreach, is to get these articles published. This probably reached maybe thousands of people, hopefully, maybe even over 10,000 people. Who knows? But a lot of people have read this, so very valuable. Thanks for checking it out.